To this edition of Startup Central with me, Avanne Dubash. Got lots lined up on the show today and wishing all our viewers a very happy new year. Well, today we'll be focusing in on GreyOrange with their successful fundraise. We'll also be telling you about Zomato raising their platform fee. The latest as well when it comes to startups, is the year 2024 going to continue to be a bit rough? All that and more lined up. But first up, here are your top stories within the startup universe. All right, let's kickstart the show then by putting the spotlight on GreyOrange. It's a warehouse robotics and automation company. They've recently raised about $135 million in a Series D fundraising round. Akash Gupta is the co-founder and CEO, joining in to discuss the fundraise and more. Thanks so much for taking time out. Akash, let's begin by talking about which are the investors that have participated in this round.
Sure. So the round was led by Anthelion Capital, who's basically, their earlier name was CSI, so Carbon Sustainability Investments, and they just rebranded themselves as Anthelion. They have led the round, and of course, I think we had investment from all of our major initial investors, likes of Mithril, Three State Ventures with Binny Bansal and Blume, all of them invested as well in the round.
So what exactly will be the fund utilization proceeds? I understand that you'll really be looking to strengthen your technological leadership.
Sure. I think from utilization perspective, of course, a part of fund is going to go into, into the technology leadership, investing into our platform to, become better every single day. Some bit of it is also going to utilize and extending the leadership and, go to market, as well as kind of extending ourselves into more industries in retail.
So how exactly are you looking to, further scale technology, given that you're so heavily dependent? Will a large chunk of investments be focused on that?
Sure. I think from technology perspective, there are two streams that we have been investing in. One is on our software platform with Grey Matter and GStore. I think for them, we have been continuously investing in getting our algorithms right, getting more and more AI aspects of learnings into the algorithm and kind of making them more scaled up. Today, we do operate warehouses with 1,000 agents or multiple types of agents interacting with each other. But I'm sure as we kind of grow, there is some investment needed in making them better. And the second part of technology investment that we have been doing is growing our certified ranger network, which is basically a group of robotic technologies from us, but a lot of third-party, robotic technologies that are integrated with Grey Matter. And, as we speak, we are heavily investing in getting more and more robotic technologies certified on our platform. So those are two core aspects of investments in technology that we are doing, which are basically ensuring that our solutions are the most efficient solutions in the globe.
And you've got large retail chains like H&M, Walmart, etc. Those are some of your clients. How do you plan to further penetrate into this market, and how much of an opportunity do you see?
Sure, I think it's still very, very early days. Specifically if you talk about more advanced robotic automation and orchestration, it's still very, very early days. I think the strategy that we have taken is to kind of start working with some of the largest of the retailers who have the right, appetite, understanding of technology. But as we kind of go deeper into, into this. There are a lot of other retailers that are, starting to understand the need for, software and robotic technologies in warehouses. Of course, supply chain is something that is, part of focus for a lot of retailers. And today, I would say we are working with, 50 plus retailers all across the globe, especially the ones that are kind of scaling up or focusing hugely on customer experience. We basically help these retailers to kind of give that omni-channel customer experience. So as retailers are maturing, they are looking at I would say software orchestration and robotics for their warehouses, but also the kind of omni-channel platform we provide also helps retail stores and warehouses all to come together and be connected and give out like a truly omni-channel experience to the customer, which is again becoming a very basic need for a retailer. So today we are seeing a lot of I would say different size of retailers going towards omni-channel and robotics.
Now, Karthik Reddy of Blume Ventures, who's one of the investors, has actually said that this can be the first billion-dollar revenue company in deep tech from India. What does that stamp of approval and conviction mean from your investor?
Yeah, no, absolutely. As I said, I think even the current customers that we have, the penetration is less than 10%. So. Given the industry being so early days, we definitely see that as a track, for us in next 5 years. When you look at need for technology both in retail and supply chain, just 10 to 15% of warehouses today in the world are automated, right? So yeah, I think both robotics and AI are something that's gonna become pretty much basic need for supply chain, and today GreyOrange being leaders in the space are well equipped to get to those kind of revenues, or even beat them in the long term. And even when you see our today's customer base, as we penetrate in them, they itself pose a huge amount of revenue that can be gained, that Karthik talked about.
Now, according to reports, it suggests that supply chain execution technology over the next few years, 75% of the companies will have adopted some sort of cyber physical automation within their warehouse operations. So how are you looking to capitalize on that opportunity?
Sure. So I think, when you look at this, today, the competitive space majorly is from a lot of companies who are building point robotic technologies. So robotic technologies, convert the benefits of those robotic technologies into actual supply chain outcomes or fulfillment outcomes and likes of that. So, and that's the role we are even today playing in the ecosystem. And of course, I think while there is always going to be competition, the maturity that GreyOrange has gone across 10 years, and these are kind of systems that are extremely hard to achieve the kind of reliability that you're looking for. You're shipping like 200,000-300,000 units every day. So even 10 minutes of downtime can kind of lead to a lot of customers not getting their packets the next day. So the kind of maturity that is needed for you to run production level systems is not something that you can get in few months. And the experience that we have got in the in the ecosystem is basically something that's going to help us to continue leading the market. And also, I think the investments that we have been doing and the choices we have been making to kind of be a truly multi-agent orchestration system, I think that's gonna be important part of the journey.
Now, during the year 2021, you were evaluating an IPO. What exactly is the latest? This was in the US. Can you tell us your latest plans?
Sure. I think, the rate at which we have been growing, we believe IPO is something that's going to be a little further in our journey. We think that, today, with the kind of customers we have, we can continue growing in, 50 to 100% year over year from our revenue perspective. And hence, I think, of course, one aspect is that while overall macro environment is also not that good, but we believe that the rate of growth that we are kind of seeing today, we can easily go till next 3 to 4 years, without kind of thinking about IPO. We do, believe we're going to hit profitability in next, 12 months. So we're going to get to the other side of the curve. But, still we think we can, continue building this strongly for next 3-4 years and then kind of start looking at the IPO.
And what's the long-term growth roadmap looking like?
Sure. I think when you look at the long-term vision, GreyOrange is basically, or even starting to provide end-to-end omni-channel execution platform for retailers. Today, we have solutions for warehouses led by GreyMatter. We launched our store execution solutions with G-Store. We are in the process of launching another software platform called G-Network, which is going to bring basically warehouses and stores all together and get them connected. So, at the end of the day, GreyOrange is well poised to get to a point where we can provide end-to-end omni-channel platform, for retailers, which they can use to accelerate their robotic adoption and give the best possible, customer experience. We believe that, for the retailers, the most important thing is the best yield they are getting out of the inventory, irrespective of whichever node that inventory exists, whether there's a warehouse or store or micro fulfillment center and likes of that. And our solution is gonna help them tremendously in getting the best yield out of their inventories all across the inventory nodes that exist, and that's the direction GreyOrange is going towards.
Let's get a move on then and put the spotlight on Zomato, the food delivery major.